Hi, it's the Tuesday, the 27th of April, 2021. We're playing the second part of Stewpot today on our show Mismatch in what's tentatively titled the Cryptid Chronicles. Nobody else has told me I'm not allowed to call it that. Daryl, am I not allowed to call it that?
I think we're hopefully in the clear in terms
Did you talk to marketing and get them to check the SEO?
I sent a memo up, but no one reads my memos anymore, so I'm gonna try a different tack.
And then did you look into how viable making it an NFT will be if we use that title, like whether it means that we can't make NFTs anymore?
I've got R&D working on the NFTs right now, so feeling like in a couple months we're gonna have some good art. We're gonna have some good NFTs going.
All right. Joining me on the show is aforementioned Daryl, who is working with the marketing team and R&D to find out if we can use the new title. Drawing some things, probably? Yes, you're drawing some things, right, Eve?
Know it.
Eve, and also Esty, who might be drawing some things but not on the live stream. She's definitely playing some games with us, though.
I'm an octopus.
I am your host and facilitator in both the positive I will help run your TTRPGs sense, but also in the negative, I will probably encourage you to pursue bad ideas sense.
Salty with video game distributors at the moment.
Yes, I was trying to get my copy of new Pokemon Snap reserved.
For day one.
Yep, tried to call EB for the 7th time and they didn't pick up the phone, and I was like, fine, if you don't want my money, I will buy this game from somebody else. And there is literally nobody else that would either give me the game on the day it came out or let me walk into their store and pick up the copy and walk away with it.
It's Reggie Fils-Aimé's on their board of directors now, right?
Yeah, you're going to tweet at him?
Yeah, well, not me, but I feel like someone should.
I mean, it's you or nobody. I don't use the
yeah, that's true. I just feel like I don't know whether his body's ready anymore.
That's fair.
His body's Reggie, so... Actually, isn't Doug Bowser the...
Yeah, it's Doug Bowser right now.
Well, don't tweet at him, you might induce Bowser's fury.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Anyway, we're gonna play some Stewpot, Tales from the Fantasy Tavern, a game by Takuma. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I should have looked up this before I tried to read it. I was like, I will remember, and then Takuma Okada. It's...
I hope they're not watching right now.
I would love if they were watching. Takuma, if you're watching, thank you. I love your game. It's so fun. I hope to play it again.
Pretty fun.
It's a set of minigames about adventurers retiring from adventuring life in order to open a tavern. Our group of adventurers, I am F Sharp, a buff as hell bard, who wields a giant hand-cranked cello type thing. It's over 2 meters tall and really hard to carry and really heavy. And then Esty.
Yesty.
You're playing Taro.
Yeah, I am playing
Taro.
Taro is a demon. We were kind of joking about.
You mean a tiefling?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Looks more like a demon than a tiefling, though. Anyway, we were kind of joking about the mom energy that F Sharp brings off and how they're the only humans. So I just figured, yeah, F Sharp is like the only human like Taro likes or can deal with, and that's why they're just at this tavern now.
Wait, I have to canonize that F Sharp is big sister energy and not mom energy.
Yeah.
She's not. She is not responsible enough for mom energy.
Big sister energy.
At the end of the last game, she got really high on drugs accidentally. So,
I know that's true.
Pretty high on drugs.
I love the specificity.
And then we have Ink, played by Eve.
That's me. We don't know much about Ink yet because Ink hasn't really done anything. He's a merchant who is a cat, but not a Khajiit.
Khajiit has wares. Ink's thing was they're really good at giving gifts.
Yeah, good at finding the perfect gift.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm the bard. Taro's a druid, and Ink is a rogue. And we have quote unquote friendly, the exceedingly incorporeal wizard.
Ancient all-knowing ghost boy.
with an enchanted fork, whatever that means.
I don't know how I'm gonna weave that in, but we might find a use for that at some point.
It's fine. It's all good flavor. And we set up our tavern. It doesn't have a name yet, but it's a boat suspended from a bunch of trees, and in the trees are a bunch of tree houses where people live. And their houses like built into the trees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Details.
Think of hobbit holes, but attached to the trees.
Yeah. Our details are giant nets hung under the settlement, which is for when people fall off of the rope bridges.
I
to the
forgot about the
settlement.
nets.
Oh,
Big-
is that the icy hot plants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. These aren't. These are water trees.
Oh.
Water.
Big tree, mishmash apartment style. Horrible poison berries that are the size of yoga balls.
Yeah. Big, soft, goopy yoga balls.
Water collectors hung high up. And our look is a giant paddleboat wheels that acts as a water wheel generator when it's raining. Variable ethereal mood lighting. Thank you, Daryl. Series of boats strung up between main trees, connected by somewhat safe rope bridges. The main boat is a paddle boat. The secondary boats are small boats that can fit 1 to 2 people. And the boats are covered in runes to protect from fire damage. All our tavern ratings are 1. And the only NPC we have is Blanderon, the whitest elf you'll ever know.
Super white.
And I thought to open. And we've just finished playing Sliced, the cooking game. Friendly did some cooking. It went okay, right? 50-50. 50-50 on the cooking.
Tasty and horrible.
So if you go to... We need to pick another minigame. If you go to the 4th tab on the sheet is a list of all the different minigames we can play, and we can play everything except for In the Rhythm of Things or Wear and Tear. We need to play 2 more games before we can play Wear and Tear.
Okay.
And our options are NPC Sidequest, Romancing a Stranger, Off the Clock, A Friendly Tavern Brawl, Festival Day, A Bard's Tale, A Glass of the Gods, Distinguished Guest, and a Distinguished Guest.
Why don't you pick a game, Nifty? Sorry, F sharp.
I mean, you're not a facilitator, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I think I want to play Off the Clock. How do you guys feel about playing Off the Clock?
Sure.
Yeah.
Most importantly, it means that Ink gets to do some stuff, which is cool.
Yay.
Where do you go after the tables are wiped down? Who's heard every story you have about the worst people who have walked in? Setup. Anyone can play. Each player describes the first thing their character is doing to wind down, let loose, or otherwise forget about work for a while. Actions. Take turns. On your turn, you can do a scene alone or ask 1 or more players to join you. Start by choosing a prompt from the list below or coming up with your own. On one turn, you might do a scene alone, but you might jump back in with the group the next turn. If nothing comes to mind, you can pass, or look at the time and realize you have to get back to work. When everyone has passed in a row or gone back to work, the game is over. Prompts are: grab some food around the corner. What's familiar about it? Visit a friend. How do you know them and how long has it been since you last met? There's a travelling troupe of performers here for a few days. Have you met any of them before? It's the middle of summer, it's scorching, and you desperately need to swim. Where's the secret spot you found together? Sometimes sparring is the perfect way to blow off steam. What fights do you remember most fondly? There's a ball game in the square. Who's the better player?
I really want to see treetop like sports.
I think I actually have an idea for...
It's like
Treetop.
Blitzball. It's like Blitzball, but you're all suspended from ropes from various branches.
I was gonna say every once in a while you get enough water mages around to make an orb.
I think like an incredibly dangerous ball game where you have to stand on the branches of trees does sound pretty good.
I mean, we do have nets.
It's like Quidditch, but everybody has cast a jump on themselves.
When I say incredibly dangerous, I'm like, you won't die, but get pretty grievously injured relatively.
It could be like Griffin's thing on Adventure Zone in the battle, the driving one, where they had those vests that like bubble.
Is F Sharp the person who does F Sharp do sports? I think F Sharp does sports. They only do sports because they're trying to be like friendly and social. Like everyone pressured them to come play this.
You don't really give a shit about the sport itself.
Yeah,
You're just like, we're all here to have fun.
Yeah, I think they're actually like pretty mediocre and just good because they're big. who comes with me to play fancy, dangerous tree sports?
I think Ink will go, but not to play, to cheer. Yeah, Ink would play. I think Ink would play, but he's also playful in the sense that he's curious. He doesn't know what it is, so he wants to learn what it is.
Friendly can kind of take the role of a referee, retrieving lost balls, catching people who fall from trees, etc., etc.
Taro does not do that. Doesn't want anything to do with crowds. So she's just higher up in the branches away from other people.
I guess, like, if we're just like, hey, this is an instance where we play this game, do we win? Are we winning the sports game?
Know more about the sports game.
I feel like any team, if we're on the same team together, our team's not very likely to win because it has two people on the team who are like, on the sport.
I think my character Ink would be into the concept of learning it, but once he learns it, depending on what it is, I don't know.
Yeah, this sounds like a recipe for a participation trophy sort of situation.
Actually, I guess can we just have this game be like the sports anime episode where it's like the bad team and they're losing and it looks like they get really hot-blooded near the end of the game and they start coming close to winning and then they lose anyway, but it's okay because they got all hot-blooded about it.
Yeah.
They learned some team spirit.
Everybody got a little closer as friends.
Yes.
There's a swimmy one, right? Where's the swimmy?
Oh,
yeah, there's a swimmy one.
Yeah,
that'll help.
yeah, I desperately need to swim. Where's the secret spot you found together?
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the swimmy one. So Friendly likes to go off to a little pond in a tree that's very heavy with poisonous fruits to possess the occasional fish and swim around.
I was about to ask, how does a ghost swim, or do you just like stand under the water?
Just like no clipping into it.
Middle of it. That's swimming, right?
Who do you
Come
ask
with
to come to your pool with you?
Ooh. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Ink. Let's do it.
You can take a cat to water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Ink is way more curious, and he cares more about learning and like experiencing things than being afraid of water. He's fine.
How does Ink feel about fish?
He likes them.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I could engage in teasing Ink by positioning fish very close to the water and then swimming away.
Does Ink know you're doing this, or are you fucking with them?
Fucking with, definitely.
Okay, yeah, I want to say at one point or another, Ink is like trying to get the fish, because his eyes light up every time the fish come over. He's like, oh, "This is my chance. Maybe I could sell it." I think he falls in at least 3 times. He does not learn his lesson.
Fucking with is one of the greatest joys of death.
One day, he is going to die. Curiosity killing the cat.
But that gets happened 8 times before he actually dies.
Yes, I want to say though he does catch one of the fish.
That was a painful experience.
But like the second fish, not the last fish. He keeps trying after the. Ink is gonna go sell his fish he caught. What is he gonna do? He's very proud of this fish. It is a very hard to come by fish, as there are very few fish that swim in trees.
Wait, how do the fish get in the trees?
We'll
Like,
think about that later.
Is every fish ecology? No, because every fish ecology is just like really unique.
You've heard of flying fish, right? It's like that, but a lot more.
They're climbing fish.
I like the
Oh
idea
no,
of
that's
different types of
wild.
fish.
You'd be like looking
like
out.
tree fish.
You'd be like looking out of the canopy, and you'd see these fish making these huge leaps to go from like one pool to another.
And it's like,
wild.
and it's like a festival. Whenever they're like migrating, everybody like watches them jump.
I would like to propose that they eat horrible poisonous berries.
I know. Ink is gonna go try to sell his fish, but he's going to be really unsuccessful, and he's going to go back to the tavern all defeated.
What are you doing?
And
don't
he's
do
going to tell
that.
Taro about it.
No.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been gone long besides like catching some air and like checking plants before heading back. So yeah, it's just like trying to like get everything prepped for like the dinner rushes. Ing's talking about how he couldn't sell a fish. So she just like offers to buy it.
Ink is extremely excited and happy. He's like, really? You'll buy the fish?
Yeah, and then she'll just like cook it herself because poisonous fish. They eat berries.
I mean, it might be poisonous. I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
That's Ink's adventure anyway. He went and sold a fish to Taro.
That's cute. You guys are cute. Taro, what do you do off the clock? Or did you go back to work? Are you done now?
So
Miss Lid says fish jumping through trees would be a neat visual.
Yeah. I picture that when she's like not at the tavern, she's just like at her house because she has like all of her plants that she likes to cultivate there. And she doesn't like being around like she doesn't like the bustle. She likes like the solitude. So her house is like above. So anytime like the town expands and like starts like building their houses too close to hers, it's just like she gets further and further away from work. So it's just like a longer trek because she doesn't want to be around other neighbors. So like most of her time now is spent getting up to her house before coming back down.
Okay. And who do you ask to come to your house? You invite one or more players.
I'm gonna say F sharp because I'm liking the idea of just like I don't like people, but this one's okay.
I mean, F sharp's excited about that because I'm trying to become the apothecary.
Yeah, and so like just all the different plants
So
that
I'm probably continuously just asking you a bajillion questions about plants.
Yee. I forgot that you wanted to be an apothecary.
Question about a plant. Jeez.
Does this one kill you? Does this one kill you?
There's like a shelf that's like painted black, just like those ones.
Has little skull decals on it.
Little stickers. They're just like organized by color.
Okay, I guess it's around to me.
Yeah, I guess you were first, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like once I'm done hanging out with Taro, I'm going back to work.
Yeah,
Tavern's
like it's just going back to work.
Not gonna run itself, yo.
Do we go in order again so it's friendly?
Yeah, it should be me again. Where's the list of thingamajiggies? Oh yeah, here we go.
You don't have to pick something from this list. You can.
Yeah, it's true. I don't. I guess I'll reluctantly get back to work.
What do you even do?
I grow things.
He's the hostess. Come on.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he is the cook.
No, he's not. He's not. He just did the cooking game.
Yeah.
It's friendly front of house because that's just the most hilarious thing ever.
I want to picture that it's like front of house, but his like farm like food is also like around. Just potted plants everywhere. And it's just like
I possess guests into their seats.
It's our novelty that we offer.
Dude, this place is sounding so novel. So novel. It's a boat in the trees.
Oh my god, you know what we should have done?
The front of house is a 12-year-old dead wizard.
Possesses you to your seat.
I think it'd be like really funny if because of that he had built a maze. So he possesses them so they don't know where they go. And so after they finish eating, they gotta figure out how to leave.
Ink next.
Ink next.
Ink is going to do a thing with Taro again, but this is because she bought his fish, so he's all excited. And he wants to repay the fact that she bought his fish. So he found her a nice ink and quill to write because he knows that she likes writing about things in her book.
Aw, that's so cute. Oh,
I'm using my ability to know what people want and find the perfect gift.
Nice.
I am going to. There it is. I was working.
I want to say
on
it's colored, like a couple color vials of ink.
Aw, it's adorable. It's like, look, it's a whole set. It's like,
And he's like all excited. His eyes are like wide. He's like, "Do you like it? Do you like it?"
she's just like, yeah. Ah, no.
Oh,
It's
I
just
kind of
like,
half
okay.
wish I hadn't gone back to work so I could do something where I invited everyone.
I mean, you could be like, where is everybody? And just like wander back out.
That's not how the game works.
I know. Also, we can do that.
just facilitate the rules, my guy.
Yeah, I don't have a good idea for an activity. I just think F# is the sort of person who would not read the room and be like, we should do a thing together.
Taro's just gonna go back to work. She's not gonna do anything. She did what she did. She checked on her plants.
Yep.
She's a
Okay,
very
so
boring
it's
person.
Friendly's turn.
Yep. Pick a game.
Oh, wait,
Any
I
game.
thought I picked the first game.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, sorry, Friendly, did you go?
Friendly hasn't. Oh yeah, no, Friendly did
Friendly
go
went
back
I
to
did-
work.
Friendly went back
yeah,
to
I
work.
did the first game.
Yeah, you picked the first game, and I picked a game, so either
Oh, then Eve will also go, or Ink will also go back to work then.
Ink or Taro, pick a game. I'm ticking off the ones we've already played. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
you can't play them again, but variety is a spice of life.
Just
Yeah.
sliced every time.
If Sliced wasn't so long, I'd be like, yeah, let's just play Sliced 8 times.
Sliced is great. Do you know what you want to do, Eve?
No, because I don't know where the list is again.
Go to the Google sheet and go to the 4th tab. It's after characters
Mini
46.
Google. Just like a question. Not saying I want to pick this one, but just a question. The NPC Sidequest. Your adventuring days may be over, but there are still plenty of people in town that could use your help. How do you play that?
You generate an NPC in town and a quest.
I think it's weird that I would design the quest and then go on it and be like, yeah, I did it.
I mean, it's like the quest is not about... I guess it could be about challenge because the quest, the card, it changes the kind of quest. And if the card gives you something that your character
so you do more cards like in Sliced?
Yeah. So
that makes a little bit more sense.
you
Yeah.
draw a card, and the suit is for the person that gives you the quest. Sorry, the number is for the person that gives you the quest. The suit is for what type of quest it is, and the die is for like an additional complication.
Okay, I want to do that then.
Okay. So, the quest, your adventuring days may be over, but there are plenty of people. There are plenty of people in the town that could use your help. Setup: 1 person plays. Decide where you encounter this side quest. Are you in the tavern, walking around town, the road leading in, which I guess is more like
the roots of the tree.
Yeah, something like that.
It's in one of the big trees. And I want it to be a kenku. They're like crow people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He does not talk very well. He's more like, those like crows that caw and like kind of speak with their how birds sound when they try to talk, where it's not quite normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's more copying sounds that they've heard. That kind of talk. Do I draw the card?
Yeah, you can draw the
Do I just click it?
Yep.
Okay, what does this mean?
The Queen of Diamonds. So diamonds is a delivery quest. Someone needs you to get something.
Okay.
Sometimes multiple somethings. Maybe it's
Okay.
across town, but they're too busy to get it themselves. Maybe it's a three-day trip to the next town for a precious item. And the Queen means that the quest giver is a deity or spirit.
Wow.
Oh, a crow spirit. That's sick.
Yeah, that is sick, actually.
Or you bumped into the god of crows.
And also you need to roll a dice.
Okay. I picked this one.
Okay.
It's a
6.
6. Yeah.
This is exactly like that other time. When did you last do a quest like this?
Okay. Me and Esty were talking about this earlier. It's one of those fragile quests. where if you get hit or if you like tumble, it breaks.
Uh,
I'm
They
gonna
have that.
say, or if you like go like in the Hollow Knight one, where if you like ride the
Yeah.
thing, or if you get hit,
fucking
or
power.
etc. etc. Yeah, it's but it's gonna be. What should it be? Guys, help me out. What's something breakable and cool? Maybe crystal balls.
Ooh, an egg.
Ooh, yeah, eggs. I have to
Get
deliver
with the
eggs
crystal
across the 2 trees, but I can't tumble or anything. And if I do, I have to return. Do I just describe what goes on now?
Yeah. So you describe how you accomplish what they asked using one of your experiences. So you want to use one of your adventurer jobs.
Is this an adventure jobby? Okay.
You can use a town experience as well if you want, but if you use an adventurer one, you can make another town experience afterwards.
Okay. Do I have to use one of the ones that are checkmarked?
The check marks on the left are the ones that you picked for your character.
Yeah, but like if I check on the right, that means I've used it up and I can't use it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so you can use it again, but you can't use it. Like, you can't use it as a mechanic again, where it's like, if you use this experience, you have an advantage, or you can finish a thing. But you can use it in fiction again, right? Like...
What if I don't want to use one of them and I want to be really bad at the quest?
There isn't an option for that, sadly.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick light-footed, which means I act undetected, so nobody knows I'm doing the quest, and nobody knows that I have to return to the Kenku multiple times to get more eggs. It's like that quest, you have to keep going back, and they're like, fine, one more time, and then you fuck it up again, and then they're like, fine, one more time. I want to say he does it, like, he has to return like 3 times to get more eggs, but in the end, he eventually does it.
I want to say for, like, the next amount of time, but maybe for, like, years afterwards, F Sharp's like, hey, and you remember that time Ink brought those eggs back first time? Usually everyone fucks that up, like, at least
Because I acted
twice.
undetective. I acted undetective, so nobody...
Yeah. Do you come back exhausted, triumphant, irritated? What did they promise to give you in exchange for your help? Do they deliver, give you something else, or give you more than what they told you?
They definitely didn't give me more, because I did not do it the first time. They, I want to say I'm energetic and, like, all excited, because I did a new thing. And Ink just likes... This is how Ink is. He's always excited about doing new things, and you can't get him down, really. What do you promise, though? He promised me fancy feathers. You know, the fancy feathers that allow me to cast Jump on myself.
Oh, nice. Is that the end of that game?
I think so.
Okay, I don't think we've got any memories to record. Sorry, I should have asked after we did Off the Clock, does anyone want to write any of those memories down?
I will have a memory for letting F Sharp in my house.
Aww.
Ink's memory is selling the fish and giving a gift to Taro. And then, can I make a memory for my second game?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay, my memory is dropping 17 eggs.
Alright, and then when you use one or more of your adventure experiences in a game, at the end of that game, you can choose one of those experiences, cross it out, and mark a new town experience in your town job. Narrate a short scene that describes what led to this new experience. It does not have to be related to what just happened in the game, because time is passing between games as well, and characters have lives outside their work. These scenes should be 1 to 3 sentences.
What does the back room mean? It says satisfies most everyday needs.
Oh, like, let me get it from the back room, like you always have it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say network. Able to obtain anything. And it'll be related to the crow deity thing that gave me the feathers. I have good ins with the crows now. So they can get me things.
Never forget.
So I assume then this crow deity is not a super frequent visitor in the town, or just like not many people actually can do this whole egg delivery thing.
Yeah, I want to say. Okay, no, I got it exactly. The crow is friends with Friendly. But like not super close friends, but the crow comes to visit Friendly, and he's a spirit kind of crow.
Oh, us
And-
ghosts have got to hang tight there.
And the egg delivery quest was kind of just to fuck with Ink.
One of the few higher beings that still puts up with me.
I mean, it sounds like he's just as much of a
Well,
weirdo.
no, yeah, he like
Well-
that's why he came to visit, and then Friendly and him decided to fuck with Ink, and then they laughed about it afterwards, I assume.
I'm not on good terms with most of the gods anymore.
This one's not either.
So then we need a name for this Kenko Crow Spirit because I'm writing them down on the NPCs. now.
Let me think about it. Let me think about it.
Yeah, no rush, no rush.
But yeah, I will definitely find a name for our beautiful new boy.
We done 3 games now? That's 3, right?
Yeah, that should be 3, yeah.
Alright, time for wear and tear, boys and girls. Setup. Anyone can play. As a group, decide what part or parts of the tavern need fixing, touching up, and what the new features of the tavern are. Take turns describing what work you are doing on the tavern. Choose one of the following prompts to get started or come up with your own. Everyone should pick one.
What are the tavern ratings again?
The tavern
They're all
ratings
on
are
the
on
front.
the first page, and they are cuisine, atmosphere, and service.
Okay.
When we increase service, we get to pick a new NPC who works for us.
An existing NPC, or we make a
We
new
can
one?
Make a new one up. Or we could say like, oh, we're now employing this NPC. It would be so funny to have Blandron working.
No. His dream is to be a sous chef.
That'd be awesome. Put him in the kitchen and he just makes like the most boring food in the world.
Taro kills him after 3 days.
Yeah, I was thinking like he wouldn't get past the first dish.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I made chicken and carrots and I put salt on it.
I know that's a bit spicy, guys, but I'm adventurous.
I kind of went wild this time, guys.
I added some. Have you guys ever heard of Himalayan salt?
No, he's Blanderon's like one of those customers that you like having around because he's funny, but you never want to work with him or you kill yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, I just found about this thing called a cucumber. Have you guys ever tried these? They're incredible.
Boy, do they pack a punch.
Like an explosion of flavor. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so anyway, working together. Take turns describing what... Oh, I guess we should pick which thing we're upgrading first to give this some flavor. Yeah, we should do that. So we're upgrading cuisine, atmosphere, or service.
I mean, I know what one I want to upgrade.
You want to upgrade cuisine because you work in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I want to upgrade atmosphere because I hate the description of tier 1 atmosphere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me go.
It's
Is it
straw
on page 1?
mattresses, narrow chimneys, bare walls.
I'm just picturing like a chimney on the edge of one of the boats. Just like, there you go.
I agree. So Ink would agree with Taro because Ink really likes Taro now. I, as the player, would agree with Nifty.
I too agree with atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm feeling atmosphere.
Who technically owns? Is it all of us
Uh,
owns the tavern?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Good news, we can't go above atmosphere 2 because then there'll be abundant light and friendly will hate it. 2 will bring us up to canvas cots, freshly painted walls, and clean windows.
I'll take that.
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so then take turns describing what work you're doing in the tavern. Choose one of the following prompts to get started or come up with your own. Everyone should pick one. Ask another player for help. Describe how you combine one of your experiences with one of theirs to great effect. As you're working, you observe a town person or another player character. Describe what you learn from your observations. You're completely in your element. Describe how, with one of your experiences, you work so efficiently that the work is done early, or you come up with a perfect food or drink to give everyone some energy. What is it, and what's the secret ingredient?
I mean, I'd do food to give food or drink to give everyone energy, like obviously.
Oh, what was that?
That was somebody dipping.
What's that?
What are you doing?
Jade?
No.
Well, it wasn't me.
Huh? Did we have a spy in the chat?
Yeah, we have a spy in the chat. So what's the food?
Oh no, where'd I go? It was gonna be like a nice tea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Kind of
Like a
tea.
nice fresh with like ice. A secret ingredient is Red Bull.
Like what?
Like fantasy Red Bull. It's an energy drink. I made an energy drink.
Ink doesn't want to drink it, but Ink will drink it because he likes Taro.
I'm surprised that it's Red Bull and it's not like 5-hour energy drink.
That would be funnier. I mean, I drink Monster, so I guess that's more on par with the brand.
After drinking it, Ink is more twitchy for the next 3 days.
Just like gets the windows cleaned and just like crazy.
I think F Sharp drinks 2 and then like hulks out. Yeah. Oh, this must be one of my experience. Oh, no, wait, no, I have fighter experiences. I know I have bard experiences. I forgot I didn't make a fighter. I thought about making a fighter and then I didn't.
Ink does in your element, and really quickly Ink in the main hall hangs up fancy pieces of I don't want to say that they're crystals, but they're like shards of glass or crystal, and they refract the candlelight to make pretty design, like basic, not disco, but like what it
Like when they do like stars on the wall.
kind of like that, but not
Yeah.
like specifically stars, but like basically making the lighting not brighter, but like
Less
fancier.
intense disco ball.
Yeah, like a fantasy disco ball, but it's like little shards of light of
Do you ever those stupid like lights that you could buy at like Walmart? It was an orb with like colored clear plastic on it, and the lights would come out of that. So it was just like little dots all over the room. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
kind of no. I'll see if I can find a picture of it, but
Okay.
I really want to use inspiration, but I'm not sure. Friendly. I wanna do the ask another player for help, and the experience I want to combine with your experience is inspiration, but I don't know how. I don't know what would inspire Friendly.
An offer to possess.
I mean, if there's any like work that you particularly need done, but Friendly's too busy growing plants or hovering behind birds or causing mischief for guests.
Friendly's into like mischief, right?
The occasional bout of mischief.
I'm
like sending Ink on an egg quest.
I'm wondering if it's like a thing where F Sharp like tricks Friendly into helping fix the tavern by having him do pranks that are actually helpful.
I'm going to splash water all over those dirty dishes. It'll be so fun.
Taro would kill you if you were alive.
So, well, wait, my original thing is I had to smell the flowers. Akean knows a mastery of scents and was like, maybe I could find nice flowers to go on all the tables and then get Friendly to like enchant them so that they stay good. But then I was like, that's too close to what Taro does. Like, I feel like Taro would feel put out by this. It's like, why don't you ask the fucking Druid for help with this? Oh, wait, no, the experience I'm going to use is golden words. Convince anyone of anything. And what it is I'm tricking Friendly into helping improve stuff in the tavern instead of just being the prank master. Prank Master Z.
Yeah, I mean, basically all the convincing you need to do is that it's going to be some degree of fun or interest, and that it's not going to involve any like direct violence.
Like it.
All right, Friendly, did you do something with this game yet?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
Sorry, where's the screen of thingamajiggies?
Oh, I'm looking at this.
The mini game tab.
There we go.
Yeah. It's wear and tear. And here it is.
Yeah, that's the one we want. So I'm gonna go with the observing townsperson one. So Friendly has been stalking around the roof of the restaurant to try and figure out how guests feel about the tavern. And apparently the labyrinthine nature and the low light conditions can be a bit
Bitch.
bit of a problem for guests as they tend to get lost and run into walls. So as a solution, Friendly has gone through the tavern and laying twine throughout the various winding halls. One leads to the exit and one leads to the washroom, but you don't know which one.
We've got this thing. It's like a labyrinth, but at the center of it is the front of house staff and not a minotaur.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Does Friendly think he's actually helping, or is he doing this to be a fuck?
Just trying to cause minor problems. Yeah.
Okay.
Minor problems are one of my favorite things.
So I need to do a couple of things. I need to do my thing where I used one of my experiences. Okay, jobs and experiences. I want to take healer. I guess Taro, I need your consent to this. That like I become a more frequent visitor in your home to ask you about plant stuff.
Yeah, completely fine with that.
Or actually, maybe I should pick pipe leaf and we just like start to smoke wicked weed.
Just start smoking weed in my little hut.
We're our project. We're making mega weeds together. Yeah, I'm gonna pick pipe leaf. Calms the nerve. I'm visiting you, and we're working on mega weed.
Cool. Fucking super weed.
Or I guess just like our own brand of weed. It's gonna be good for the tavern. People are gonna come to smoke up.
Just start like growing it outside
That's
of
it.
the.
Fucking next tavern rating upgrade. I'm gonna describe the hot box room we're building.
Taro hasn't played a game.
Okay.
Yeah. On what like Ink said on possibly like having somebody else do like the NPC side quest, is that allowed? I kind of want Daryl to do the NPC for me.
Oh, you want Daryl to create the NPC?
Yeah, I want him to be the NPC for what I want to do.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait.
I know what you want to do.
playing NPC or do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm fine with this, as long as Friendly is fine with us.
Are you okay with this?
So like, is Friendly the NPC?
I think
No.
he'll.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Alright.
so someone in the tavern makes eye contact with you, and their gaze lingers a little longer than you'd expect. Your coworkers urge you on, and you make every excuse to send you over to talk to the lovely stranger. F#, meet Blegolas.
Blegolas, or Blegolas of Windhelm, is a character from our Monster of the Week campaign a few years ago, played by Daryl, who was a NEET who wore prosthetic elf ears and very tall high heels and wouldn't stop stealing things from the 7-Eleven. He lived in a treehouse in the back of somebody's garden, which he called the Citadel.
Are you seriously doing that?
I'm seriously doing this. Are you okay with this?
I don't know how it's going to work, but sure.
Okay, let me see the rules to this. See that these games rules to how I have to flirt with one of my other players. Thank you. How I have to man, I'm not sure how I could flirt awkwardly with another human.
Something that like Eve and I were kind of like talking about is Blegolas might not even realize that you think they're flirting, because it doesn't say anything about like them looking at you with like.
So you have to be
bedroom
flirting. It just the eye contact is awkwardly
You're
long.
romancing a stranger, not they're romancing you. So Blegolas could possibly not be into this at all, and then it's really funny.
God, is Blegolas going to become part of this tavern?
Yes.
that's very lore
World.
confusing.
Maybe not specifically the tavern, but the world.
Yeah, the world.
So your question earlier confused me because I thought you were talking about NPC Sidequest.
Apologies.
For this game, you can be either the romancer or the stranger, and I guess you wanted to be neither because you wanted to nominate me as being the romancer.
I mean, if I have to do Romancer, and I can just have Legolas be the stranger.
No, this is fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with this. It's fun.
Yeah, because just like Legolas looking at F Sharp, and we'll be like, you should talk to him if he's giving you eyes, and you're like, what?
Romancer.
Just funny.
Describe a detail about the stranger that drew you to them.
All right, just bring up a picture of Davis Arini.
Hang on, a picture of who?
Oh man, yeah, this is an old one. So one of the original concepts for what Legolas was supposed to look like was alt-right shitbag Davis Arini. So like tall, bald, buggish.
David
A-U-R-I-N-I?
Yeah,
Goes with an S.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Davis Arini.
Ah,
There
okay.
he fucking is.
That's what Legolas is supposed to look
Yeah,
like.
so Elfir's stupid wig, something
On
like that.
face.
God, this picture. Wow.
Yeah, those are some of the early building blocks for Legolas right there. It was like if well, I mean, you know, if this guy was like a fucking aging LARPer. I guess like Kane from Command and Conquer, but that's just because Kane looks a lot like Davis Arini. That's not him.
Okay, I'm just 1 second. I'm about to add a really fucking awful detail to this world. Just
I love it.
hold on to your hat. The first thing that F Sharp notices about Legolas is that he's an elf, because she has maybe a little bit of an elf fetish.
Girl, same.
It's those long ears. They're so delicate.
Characters not being able to tell that Legolas is a human is like one of my favorite fucking things.
Hey, this says a detail that draws you to, like, the first detail that draws you to them, the second detail could be they're not actually an elf.
Like, I love how delicate they are, but they're too delicate.
Stranger, describe the first thing you notice about the Romancer. What do I do in the tavern? Because my job is...
what's your job? Well, you are a bard, so it makes sense that you provide music.
I kind of imagined F Sharp actually waiting tables.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ink tries to do the music. He's not very good at it, though.
I mean, are we supposed to? If we're supposed to have music, I can do music.
No. Do what you want. Do what you want.
Like, you guys like go together to get all the food out, and then like once everybody's eaten and there's like downtime, it's just like whatever between, so you play music.
Yeah,
because it could be super cute, like little baby Ink like running around with like a plate with both hands, as like F Sharps with like one hand walking around.
Can Ink do like I don't say cabaret, but like different performing things because they're interested in different things. They do it all kind of badly because it's just stuff that they're interested in.
Ink does Rakugo.
Yes, give me that good one man play. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm waiting tables.
I was going to say that the first thing that Legolas would notice, and we'll use the word attracted for now, but F Sharp's giant unwieldy instrument, like the literal instrument that is.
Not their metaphorical instrument.
No, not any other meaning of the word. The giant, stupid, unwieldy instrument.
The giant cello.
I guess then I have to be playing some music because I wouldn't be carrying it around when I'm waiting tables.
Wouldn't you?
No, there's no way there's space in this tavern because it's like inside of a ship, right? There's no way.
It's a big ship.
There's no way I could safely carry this fucking 2.5 meter.
I didn't know you were safe.
On my back and not just constantly like knock people off the boat.
If you say so.
No, I do say so. That is what I'm saying. All right, and I guess who tells me that I should go and talk to Legolas?
It can't be Ink. Ink is too stupid to think about that.
I mean, I assume it's Taro, right?
Yeah,
It's gotta be Taro.
Yeah, I'm just trying way too hard to be a bro, and I'm like, hey, that guy's giving you eyes, you should talk to him. And it's just like, what? Like, hey girl, I know you like an elf thing. There's elf ears over there.
I sense romance on the wind. He looks like a fun one. You should go over there. Trust me.
What's up, bro?
He's more than he seems.
The fuck is that?
Friendly.
Oh, I'm being a character.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I thought you were quoting something because you could just do that sometimes.
No.
Okay, well, so we have these prompts. Daryl, do you want to go first, or should I go first picking from these getting to know each other?
Tell a corny joke. Do you laugh or tell an equally corny joke?
God.
That's great. A place you have both visited.
that one's unlikely.
Legolas talks shit all the time. Nifty should start.
Oh god, it has to be. I compliment you, and you think I'm making fun of you, but I'm completely earnest. What am I complimenting you on?
Elf ears. No, because he believes he's an elf.
Yes. No, I want to. Daryl, you got to tell me. You got to tell me what this is.
Oh, well, okay. I guess now that it's never ever wait, no, well, in case anyone remembers, Blegolas's greatest fear and weakness was always that someone would figure out that he can't use a bow to save his fucking life. He just can't figure it fucking out. Probably the way to fuck up a compliment would be to be like, oh wow, your elfish features, you must be a strong archer.
Like,
I like it.
I bet you handle a bow really well.
just like sweating profusely. It's like, yes, of course. I'm one of the finest archers you'll ever meet. I'm too busy to show you, but I've never missed. Ever.
So funny. I love it. We're just on this.
All right, Blegolas.
I'm gonna go for the old my hand is close to yours. So our boy Blegolas, he's going to reach out and grasp your massive beefy hand. Come, strange musical monster. I can tell that you're a strength-built bard. I need you to join my party and buff my stats.
So happy.
I think F Sharp blushes like a little, like not a big blush, but like a little like. Really, this is a little forward. I think she takes it for a moment and then pulls away.
This is great.
And I guess like asks if you'd like more water or something.
You gotta stay hydrated, yo. It's important.
Hydra homie.
No, at this time, what I need is not water. I need the juice from the fallen elder fruit to replenish my elvish strength.
I really want to pick this prompt of like I trip and fall against you.
I really wanted one
Just
against gigantic buff.
F Sharp's like the glade of their elder fruit is months travel from here. Have you been?
I've not been for some time, but I must say, now looks like a good time for an adventure.
Wink, wink.
Are you asking for when I get off work?
Only if you want to wait for yourself to get off work. We can go now if you'd like. I am very parched. So, tell me, do you get out of this tavern often? Have you been to the roots of this very tree? I must say, they're very in tune with the spirit of nature.
Just like completely off topic.
Legolas doesn't know how to stay on topic.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's nothing new.
Okay, Nifty, how do you respond?
I've been down there a couple of times. It's nice. I prefer it up here though.
Yes, up here you say. So, please, tell me, what would it take for you to join my party?
I don't know, is it like a signing bonus?
I just picture I hear that and Taro's just like leaning over to make sure that nothing happens. Like, don't leave. Please don't leave me.
Okay,
well.
I want to do the worst thing,
Yeah.
which is like I wave at Ink, and I'm like, Ink, this elf's looking for party members.
Ink hurries over quickly and curiously.
I'm skeptical about your build. I'm not sure I need another rogue, unfortunately.
He looks down on himself.
Friggin' F Sharp's offended. she gets offended on your behalf.
That's great.
Oh, I guess I need to pick a thing.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
I'm trying to think if this like ends our encounter because that was very rude.
I'm just happy at the idea of Legolas just showing up occasionally.
You could throw Legolas out, but you know that means he's gonna try and sneak back in.
No, I wouldn't throw him out. Ink, how do you feel about this?
Ink isn't insulted because he just like again, like I don't want to keep calling him dumb because he's not. He's just like he's socially unaware. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't
Like, he's really
quite
bluntly
understand. Like he probably takes it fairly literally of like, oh well, that makes sense.
I'm
like-
tiny.
Yeah. Do you need to buy something? Can I get you anything?
Unfortunately, I'm separated from my dynasty at the moment, which is put me in an unusual financial circumstances. Things will turn around soon, though. In time, my wealth will return.
Oh, do you live around here?
That's one way of putting it. Yes, you could say that.
Fucking F Sharp starts to very slowly edge away from the table. It's like how these guys are talking. I can extricate myself from the situation.
It's like to completely change your mind.
This is great.
Ink's gonna ask, oh, are you gonna stay at the tavern?
Yes, actually, I think that's a wonderful idea now that you're offering. You don't take payment up front, do you?
You have to talk to Taro.
Wait, why am I in charge?
You think Ink's in charge? I don't want to, and I also don't want to make Legolas talk to himself.
Yeah, it would
No,
would be you by default because it definitely wouldn't be Ink.
No, it's just Taro
definitely...
looks up and she's like, wait, where did F Sharp go?
It literally, Taro did this to herself.
Yeah, it's so funny. Where'd she go?
You have to make the decision on if we let Legolas stay here on credit.
On credit?
Yeah, because he's like, you don't take a payment up front, do you?
Oh, right. Taro missed everything that happens and had no idea what like just transpires. I was like, yeah, sure, like fine. Nice, everybody.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Can we not comedy of errors this? And it be like Taro thinks that they're totally into each other, and she's like, "Yeah, let's stay on credit."
Oh my god!
I like this, and I like this.
Yeah, that. Oh my god!
Legolas is just constantly coming up with dumb bullshit to try to get a Scarf to travel with him, and it's just never working.
Yeah, like the whole thing is in a romance is he's trying to get like her in his party, and so I'm like, oh, he's into her.
And he never leaves because he doesn't have anywhere else to sleep.
Fuck. Occasionally he's just like helping himself to coffee and shit. We're having a meeting. He's like, "What's up, guys?"
Okay, I think we can pass over the closing time prompts because they're based on the stranger leaving, which they're not doing.
But yeah, no, Legolas is here forever.
Like, I'm showing him his room. It's like, yeah, it's on a boat.
All
It's
right,
down there.
That was very good, Esty. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
There, you can check that off the achievement list. You got me and Daryl to flirt with each other on a street.
Yeah. And it was the best flirting I could have asked for.
Legolas is interacting with a character who specifically is done with adventuring and isn't going to do it anymore.
Yeah, that's like another like really fun.
I think canonically, F Sharp will totally humor Legolas. They will absolutely humor Legolas. They like people.
And it's just like so funny because it's just two people hanging out and we're like, are they dating? It's like those weird like straight people things where it's like, my 2-year-old hung out with this 2-year-old of the opposite
Oh.
gender who's dating now.
I think. Oh, wait, you guys haven't seen fucking Suradore Children, but there's a couple in Suradore Children where the guy thinks that they've been best friends forever, and the girl thinks they've been dating for a year. That's F Sharp's relationship with Legolas.
That's
Like F Sharp
fantastic.
just thinks that they're like good friends, and Legolas is like, yes, my adventuring companion.
Think that every time the conversation comes up, it always ends with Ink talking to Legolas as F Sharp sneaks away.
just always try and find social outs to avoid dealing with Legolas.
I love it.
All right. We're on a second round of picking games, right?
I believe so.
I guess that would be, yeah.
Who picked first? Last time it was you, right?
Friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, friendly pick first.
What's Homegrown?
has a-
Homegrown is the one that's not on the thing, and it should be. You basically talk about growing your own fruit and vegetables. There's something special about using ingredients grown nearby. You might have laughed at that before, but you can really notice the difference when you're making the same dishes over and over again. You've got some room for plants and animals, and plenty of magic and food scraps to spare. Why not try? Anyone can play. You pick where you're growing stuff, and then you describe some quote-unquote incidents that happen. Take turns sharing an embarrassing story that happened to you.
Ink would totally be into this.
If we play Homegrown, when we next do wear and tear, our cuisine rating will automatically go up by 1, in addition
Nice.
to whatever else we increase. Is Market Day on this list as well?
I don't
think
There's
so.
like a festival.
No, the festival's different. Yeah, Market Day is missing from this as well, where we basically make a market and describe trades that we're trying to make. I don't think.
Yeah. So how does Homegrown work?
But is that what you want to do?
I'm certainly considering it.
So set up. Anyone can play as a group. Decide where your garden is or where you keep your animals. The space can be inside your tavern, but it can also just be somewhere relatively close if your characters can describe how they get there in a few sentences. Also, decide what you're growing or keeping. Are you doing a little bit of both? Planting, farming is messy and gross and a far cry from the heroics of your adventuring days. As you work, there are quite a few unflattering incidents that occur, but at the end of the day, they're all something to laugh about together. Take turns sharing an embarrassing story that happened to you. Everyone playing should share at least one. Come up with your own or use a list from the prompt below, and I'm not reading the prompts until you commit to playing this game.
Yeah, okay, I've got a decent idea of how this will go. Yeah, so I will commit to Homegrown then.
Okay, so our prompts are: there was manure accident. You found yourself developing a rivalry with a particularly stubborn plant or animal. You learn you have a mild allergy to a plant or animal for the first time. One of the baby animals becomes very fond of you and was affectionate in a rather painful way. You eat a plant or mushroom that was by your garden without realizing that it wasn't one of the ones you were growing. You chase an animal that runs away and end up getting lost. You were a little too enthusiastic with the magic fertilizer and made some plants way too big. You somehow managed to create a new kind of monstrous hybrid plant, and you get swarmed when you go back to feed the animals. Who is playing this game?
Ink will play.
I'll play.
F Sharp will play. And I guess I guess Friendly could choose not to play.
No, I think I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go with the what was that monstrous version of the plant scenario?
Yes, too much.
Yeah. So
a monstrous hybrid plant. Yes.
Yeah. So as a means of passing the time, so to speak, what Friendly has done without telling anyone. He's placed essentially what's essentially like a bag of holding to make like a little pocket dimension, wherein he is experimenting with trying to grow the trees that produce the poisonous plants, but in a way in which they are no longer poisonous and are instead edible and quite nice. But through all the splicing and mixed breeding he's been doing in there, he has instead produced trees that create big yoga ball sized poisonous fruits that shoot poison instead of just being poisonous.
Oh my god.
Also, sorry, we should establish up front where our garden is, or like where we're growing and keeping stuff. Is this on like, I guess the small boats off the tavern are too small, right? And it's not in the tavern, so it has to be like on the tree somewhere.
I vote we hang a larger boat below the boat, and it becomes our garden.
That does sound sufficiently stupid. I don't know how you intend to get down there, but I like
magic.
Yeah, I mean, I can get down there with magic, but not everyone.
Actually, I like that. Like, there's a boat on the ground, like beneath the tree, and we haul it up there, and it's in too shitty condition for it to be living space. But we're like, we can fucking grow shit here.
Yeah.
And there's probably just like this really awful rope ladder or something you have to climb down to get there.
Yeah.
It probably sucks.
I don't think any of us mind because I'm very depth with my like movement. F sharp just doesn't give F sharp and Taro just don't give shits. And Friendly just flies. It protects our garden from other people coming and doing stuff with it.
Okay, I want to do you found yourself developing a rivalry with a particularly stubborn plant or animal. And I think there's some sort of like there's these awful trees have awful squirrels. That are regular. They're like regular squirrel size, but they're more like rabbits in what they eat, so they keep coming to have a go at our crops. And
Okay.
F sharp is like, you're cute, but I want you off my garden. And thus begins the aeons of F sharp versus the squirrel wars.
I like it.
Who
wins?
There are no winners.
Losers
just
only.
an ongoing war.
More Looney Tunes bullshit.
War.
There's definitely like an ebb and flow. I think there's definitely a like F sharp is building these like more and more overly complicated traps to deal with them that they eventually work out how to defeat because there is some Looney Tunes bullshit.
Like it.
I kind of want to do the planter mushroom one because, like, a lot of this stuff, because, like, Druid had, like, the ability to talk to animals and plants, so most of it wouldn't be... I know, yeah, I want to do a little too enthusiastic with the fertilizer and made some plants too big. And so there's just, like, really large vegetables just in, like, one corner.
Does the boat start to lean? Is it, like, that bad? Like, not like... you know, it's gonna fall, but you now have to watch your footing until you've harvested these vegetables because they've gotten so big.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You know what? You know what I kind of like more? Because it plays into the Druid thing. Grew vines that are way too big, so they, like, just started kind of, like, crawling up around the boat.
Ooh, it crawls up the ropes that we have it and makes it more secure.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Hey, that's something in this greenhouse that isn't actively bad.
Okay, I pick the animal one and the animal. So since I'm a merchant who's very good at getting and trading things, I happen to get. You remember we created not in the game, but we created the little mouse
The
things.
Yeah.
The calming herbs from our game of Sliced last session became part of Eve's concept for these spice bunnies, which are little mammals with horns that when they butt the horns, the spice pods explode and put you into a little blissed out sleep for a while.
So Ink got some of those, but didn't tell anyone about it. And so that's probably also messing with the rabbit squirrel things eating your stuff. It's probably also these things. They're really small, and it's the one where the babies like me a bit too much, and basically I go missing for a few days because I was passed out because they relax. It's a drug that relaxes you. So I was drugged out for a few days.
I now really want there to be a thing where like one of the squirrels got knocked out by one of your animals, and then a shark comes down on the boat and picks it up, and it like wakes up at that moment.
Yeah.
Fucking attacks her right in the face.
There we go.
Squirrel wounds.
Squirrel claws are fucking awful, yo.
Yeah,
Fuck
they
you
got
up.
little nasty fingers.
Alright. Oh yeah, we got time for another game. We have 30 minutes.
I also finished the page and shrunk it down, so I was able to put it in the live show Discord. So like the first page of that like mock-up I did on Painful Sigh.
I wanna try the slice one. I wanna make a thing to make Taro proud.
Oh, you wanna do the cooking game?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not sure we're going to finish this game of Sliced, but let's go!
Well, we know how to do it a bit better, so maybe we can actually
Yeah.
So, draw 3 cards.
Can I shuffle this?
Yeah, hit shuffle and recall at the bottom. Sorry, recall and shuffle.
Okay. So I draw 3 cards?
Yep. Alright, let me get rid of the fucking alt-right shitbag pictures. Oh, and you wanna... What do we do? Do we do this then? Draw 3 cards, then roll 2 dice.
Oh, and then I roll 2 dice?
Yes. We'll do 1 for each thing. I think I'm just gonna make a new tab in the sheet for this.
Okay, so I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay, ace of diamonds with a 1 and a 3. So the diamonds is a seasoning, ace is magical, 1 is underground, and 3 is person size.
Wow.
So it's an underground person-sized season?
Yes.
Is the person size the monster it comes from, or the seasoning?
You can interpret that whichever way you think is most interesting. And it's magical, because it's an ace, right?
Okay, seasoning, magical, and then person size. Is this something do I come up with it and then you guys change it? Is that what it was?
No, we came up with one good and bad for it, and then you create the food, right?
Okay, yeah.
Do we want to do all the ingredient generation stuff first, and then do the highlights and difficulties after?
No, okay. I don't. Because it might affect what people actually say for the first one.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I have the best thing for this.
Do it.
I love it. It's a salt man that runs away from you. It's a salt golem.
Oh, a salt golem. Okay.
Is that good or bad?
You have to sneak.
That's bad.
You have
to fucking catch it.
You have to sneak up on it, because if it detects you coming, it runs away from you.
Okay. Well, that's good for me. But okay, Esty.
So, well, hang on. Don't I just pick a highlight? And
all right. Right. Yeah.
So the difficulty is it always tries to escape you. I want to say, well, this might sound. Actually, you have to cook it. So tell me if this sounds too much like bullshit. It makes food more lively, because it's literally a thing that tries to run away.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Esty.
Oh,
or Daryl.
Hold on, I'm just writing. So it's an underground sprinting salt man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat you because you keep jumping. Your legs are in my mouth.
Salt man.
Fuck. I kind of want to make like I want to continue on the escape thing, but that wouldn't make sense. Because like it's not completely. Is it completely made of salt,
Yes.
or does it have salt on it?
I want to say it's like hard salt though. Like it's
Okay.
it's not grainy. It's not like Sandman from Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, I
No,
I
but,
imagine it.
like,
I imagine it more like.
does it have the ability to speak?
It's like
and,
rock salt.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Rock salt.
I think
Is that a character? Or are you
But
talking
no,
about like
no,
the
like, the
material
type
rock?
of
Okay,
salt,
no,
yeah.
I was asking like, because like, is its insides also salt and it's just like pure magic, or does it like have
Yeah.
eyes and okay,
No,
okay,
no eyes.
okay. Shit. Yeah, if it has no eyes, I gotta change this because I was gonna say that it sweats, so you don't want it to chase it too much, otherwise it like. But if it doesn't have eyes, I don't know how I can justify it having sweat glands. I guess it's underground. It wouldn't have to have eyes.
What if it sweats? It has like salty salt, like running salt, table salt inside it, and it like sweats that out. So the more it runs, the more it loses volume.
Oh yeah, I like that.
So
Is that a good or a bad?
that
Bad.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
bad.
Loses volume.
Yeah.
So is this just like come up with a difficulty and a benefit?
I haven't done a good
the
one.
thinking?
One.
Yeah. Okay.
One highlight.
You can think of your good one while Daryl thinks of shit.
Yeah. I know what I'm going to say then.
Okay. Give me a.
Yeah. So the golem is very salty. If you
Yes.
don't catch it immediately, while it's chasing you, it hurls horrible insults at you. Incredibly painful.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it magically knows what's going to hurt your feelings, and it yells those at you. And the advantage of it is that like once you make use of this ingredient, like when you apply the appropriate amount, it's always just like the right amount of saltiness for your dish.
Okay.
Yeah, your dish.
You can never oversalt.
Yeah. When someone eats your dish with this salt in it, it can't be too salty and it can't be under seasoned. It'll always be the appropriate amount of salty for the person eating it.
I love that because you could put like a pea in a dish and then just like cover it with stuff from this monster.
Okay.
And if you ate the pea, you'd be like, "Yeah, this is."
Blanderon is gonna be so hype about this.
for Blanderon, it basically does nothing.
It like makes the food bland.
Yeah.
You can have like the spiciest dish in the world, and you put enough of this shit on it, and it'll just like it'll just be like super neutral.
Okay, do you have a highlight, Esty?
Okay, it's like springing off the lively thing again. Because if it's magical and it's making it food lively, I think it'd be kind of funny if it's almost like it possesses the food. So like the food starts moving around.
I don't know if that's a positive.
It makes food lively. I picture like Odin Sphere, the onions and the habaneros.
That doesn't sound like a positive.
It's like, how you garnish your dish to make it more exciting?
I love
like,
killing my food.
Your dish is more exciting because it's harder to eat.
It's like when people eat like live squids because they're actually insane.
Okay, I'm gonna write exciting.
Okay, that's fine. Like, it just...
Okay, next one is heart.
What was
Everybody
the,
has a good
what was the highlight from Friendly?
It's the right amount of spice,
always
like
feels
the
right,
right
okay.
amount of salt.
Sorry, I'm writing. So it's always perfect amount of seasoning, and it makes food exciting, right? Makes the dish exciting.
Almost like it's jumping out at you. Maybe literally.
Okay, hit me with the next card. What is it?
10 of hearts.
Okay, hearts is an animal part.
Ooh.
Thick juicy steaks, powdered horn, delicate shells, salted tongue, drumsticks, heart, coarse hair, and spit.
Nice.
10 is shiny.
Ooh.
Shiny.
Do we need
And then
dice?
we need a size and a locale.
Do I roll again then?
Mm-hmm.
5.
It's giant and it's from the desert.
Oh.
Giant from the desert.
Okay, give me these.
All right, I'm inclined to say the hair of a desert mermaid.
Oh, okay. What's the negative and what's the positive?
All right, yeah. Give me a second to smoke on that.
Okay, because I was gonna say I instantly thought about that fucking shiny crab from
Shiny.
A desert crab.
Desert Crab.
I'm into that.
All right, desert crab it is.
Desert Crab. That's like its shell is like iridescent,
Ooh.
so it's like valuable for like jewelry. Oh no, but the animal part is shiny that we want.
Well, I mean the
Fine.
shell.
More things to be kind. That's fine.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
mean-
shiny.
Yeah, you can take any crab part.
Why don't we say it's a crab claw then?
Yeah, cloud. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I was
Or-
gonna say like if I want the crab claws, because like who wants to eat the shell?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I guess we could say the whole thing shiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess the claws are generally
Guys,
part of the
positive
legs.
and negatives.
Oh, this is a giant crab, right?
Yeah.
The positive is you have a giant. The negative is you have a giant fucking crab claw.
Okay,
Right?
good.
Like the previous size before giant is house sized. This claw
Okay, so
is the size of a small car, right?
Too big. Gotcha.
Yes. It's definitely a difficulty. It's too big.
Okay, what's the
Or just
positive?
a giant fucking crab.
It makes you feel cool just because you're eating it.
Feel cool.
I'm sure there's better words I can use, but it's like,
I
oh
think
yeah,
that's
I'm
kind-
literally eating a claw that was ripped off a giant crab.
Bragging
That-
rights.
Yes. How about you can brag just about having eaten it. You get bragging rights just for eating it.
Okay. Max.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that a difficulty about this is that because the crab resides in the desert and it's so fucking shiny that like if you're hunting it during the day, it's just like blindingly like you can't see fucking anything. It's just like open nuclear reactor when these huge ass crabs are around.
Like
And-
it, but I don't think that's really a negative to the cooking part.
It'll be,
Oh, is
it'll be a negative to the cooking part when you need to approach this shiny claw. Like, where do we even store this shiny claw that can blind you if you look directly at it?
For boats, who fucking knows? It's a good thing we have low lighting, right?
Yeah,
It's a good thing we have
Okay.
a limitless power ghost wizard.
And I'm gonna
Blinding.
say the advantage is that if you make a dish out of this and you serve it in low light conditions, it's like it has like this beautiful like bioluminescence and it's like
Oh,
really
beautiful.
super-
Okay. So good presentation.
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Moana.
Okay.
Oh, he's got like a blacklight version when the lights get dark.
Okay.
Okay, Esty, your go. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's Esty.
Yeah, it's me. I want to say, it tastes like fucking delicious. Like it's an impossible food to mess up.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I know that like crab's kind of like delicacy, but like I just picture like a giant sand crab is probably hardier.
Mm.
So it's just like super hard to fuck up this like
Okay,
beautiful meat.
Good.
So wait, with the difficulties, do they have to be with cooking, or is like procurement also viable?
I think it should be to
I
do
think
with
it
the cooking.
I think
Okay.
procurement makes sense. Like, remember last time when it was like that thing we had to keep alive, the ice plant
Yeah.
that we had to
Yeah.
keep alive.
Yeah,
So that one would be well procuring because it's like well you have to get it, but difficulty will cooking is important.
So maybe just like as long as we have like a mix.
Okay, what's the negative?
Can we zero in the highlight a little bit? Because I don't want to say it's impossible to fuck up. Because
Yeah.
that would overturn
Oh
all the
yeah,
other difficulties.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it can super, get
Super
hot.
tasty.
But
just
it's like
impossible
you know,
to ruin
even
the flavor.
even should be yeah. It
Okay.
can still look like shit. It's just impossible to like fuck up cooking it and just
Okay.
make it look disgusting. The bad is it's incredibly hard to get into the meat because its shell is very thick.
Okay, hard shell.
I want that scene where all the characters are outside the desert and they hand other characters sunglasses and are like, "Where are we going? Crab hunting."
And the last one is 5 of diamonds.
A diamond is a seasoning, and
Uh,
5 is an exoskeleton.
Oh. I mean,
ooh.
technically we just did that, but that's cool.
And then 2 dice.
I did. I don't know if that's a 1 or a 6.
So,
And a 2.
Yeah, there's 1 and 2 for us.
I could
Oh
re-roll.
no, it has 1 in the middle. It has 1 in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
1 and a 2. So you want the 1 for the size or the locale?
One for size and then 2 for locale.
Okay, so it's from the snowy region and it's tiny.
Tiny. So no. Okay, give me the goods, give me the bads.
Okay, so I just picture just tiny little bugs. So
Okay, so you have to deal with bugs as the negative.
no, I guess a small exoskeleton in this. Let's just do.
You don't have to like come up with what specifically it's from. You can just give it a bad and a good.
Yeah, I guess I could just think about
like a bad could just mean you need lots of them.
Super nutritious.
Okay.
But because they're tiny, they're fast as fuck in the snow. It's really hard to see them in the snow.
Is this another thing where you have to keep it alive?
No.
Okay.
It's just you gotta you have to set up specific traps to catch it.
Fast / hard to catch.
Are you writing these down?
Yeah. Go Duncan.
Oof, that's
Or
that's kind of low-key cheating. But
Oh, am I not supposed to write it down?
Yeah, there's a goof where we get to make fun of you if you forget to list off one of the difficulties when you describe cooking the dish.
Okay, I'll not look at that after when I'm doing it.
We're just writing them for the sheets.
Yeah, I'm writing them into the sheets so that later on when we have a discussion about what we describe, we can still look
It's
it
kind
up.
of also so I can doodle shit later, but I won't look at it when I'm doing it.
Okay. Okay, difficulty and a highlight for
Real quick, do you want me to put the ones from the previous game in there too?
in the sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Cool.
What's an interesting... Oh, it has a nice crunch.
Oh, damn it, I was going to go with nice crunch.
Crunch. But... believe in you.
I'm going to say it's an acquired taste.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daryl.
I'm going to say that takes a really long time to cook. It's something that you need to, start way before the rest of your ingredients. And I'm also going to say that it smells like the sea.
Oh, that's a cool highlight. Alright, we've got all our ingredients. We've got all our highlights and downsides.
I hid the thingies. I have to roll dice, or do I describe first? What do I do now?
Now we need to do tasters.
Oh, right.
Let me check. Who plays?
I think it's everybody can do this one, because that's what we did last time.
Don't you designate who tries what if it...
Yeah, but you pick who's taste testing.
Yeah,
so you could be
guess,
Legolas, a new NPC, or yourself.
Yeah, I guess just everyone plays, because it's more fun that way.
Yeah. Ink will hope Taro plays, because he's doing this for her approval.
Oh yeah, the second I knew you were going out for food, I went eat. I wouldn't let you.
I feel like I have to be Blanderon because of the fucking salt thing that you can't fuck up. Like the salt that's the perfect amount of salt, no matter how much
Okay.
of it you add.
Okay. And Daryl, who are you gonna be? Are you? I assume you're not gonna be friendly.
I'm going to say that Friendly has possessed a small rat to do any taste testing for him because they have very strong taste buds.
Oh, this is like a reverse Ratatouille situation, right?
I love it.
Everyone's like,
And then what do I do?
Did that rat just put a napkin on? You need to roll numbers, and I need to give you. Oh, you have the thing to put it.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So you roll 4 plus your cuisine rating, so 5 dice. Oh,
so
sorry,
almost all
sorry.
of them.
The tasters need to do a thing first.
Okay.
Each
Oh, right,
of you
they're gold.
has something that you want from the dish. Come up with something on your own, or use the examples below. And that's something that reminds you of home, simple, well executed, a unique combination of flavors, a dish that is rich and satisfying but doesn't leave you feeling bloated afterwards, something refreshing, preferably with lots of fruit and vegetables, and you twist on a classic dish. Got there in the end. A dish that really exemplifies the ingredient of the season, a spicy dish that still has a good flavor profile.
Daron's like, I want the spicy one with a good flavor profile, and then wants like the blandest thing ever.
But yeah, that's I was gonna be like Blanderon.
Okay,
like,
he talks big but still wants bland.
No, his buddies are like, oh, you should expand your palate. Maybe Blanderon's like got into at least one hipster thing, like he's into like coffee tasting or something now.
All I can think is Blanderon being like, I need to step it up a notch. Will you put it up to a mild?
Can I get lemon and herb instead of fucking lime mango?
Can I get lemon and herb instead of plain?
Actually,
Embarrassing.
I do have an alternative suggestion if you'll let me retcon Blanderon a little bit and be like, he's brought his,
I don't know.
his buddy, and his buddy is just like, yeah, fucking destroy my taste buds with your spice.
He wants it spicy.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair with the ingredients that you've rolled. So I'm going with my original thing. The Blanderon.
Okay, Blanderon who wants it spicy but doesn't know what's good for him.
His request is he wants to expand his palate. He wants something that's going to expand his palate. He's going to acquire a taste for new things after eating this, he hopes. Alright, other tasters.
Friendly wants something that you put lots of heart into.
Well, that one's easy.
You assume ink puts
Tara
their
just
heart
wants it
into
to be
everything.
edible because she'll love everything that he makes.
Oh man, I got this in the bag, guys.
Alright.
Okay, now I roll.
Roll 5 dice.
I got a perfect, an okay, and 3 poops.
Okay. So, you want to put 1 in each quadrant.
He's not very good at making things look nice. I feel. Oops, I rolled that again. This is a 4. Fuck. There we go. Perfect. So on one hand, I feel like I need to put this in seasoning because everything's supposed to be like all the seasonings basically states that it's good seasoning.
That it's gonna make it perfect. Yeah, like taste good.
Yeah, I think that works.
What on earth? What are you doing?
Oh, he's sticking his head in the bag.
Oh.
So I succeed. Oh, what's this? Probably shouldn't be that texture. Describe what inedible materials this dish reminds you of. And this one was, the dish might taste great, but it looks pretty unappetizing. One taster describes what part. Okay.
So what order do you want to go through these in? You pick since you did the cooking.
Also, what's the dish that you made? Right. Okay. So obviously the main thing was the crab meat, so it's a crab dish, and it's salted fairly well as per the original ingredients. He there's I thought of a clever thing, but I also don't want to use it because I have 2 on texture, so I'm not going to use it. But he tried to use he tried to not melt the exoskeleton in insect seasoning, whatever they are. But he tried to melt it so it wouldn't have the texture, like the acquired texture that but he didn't do it very well, so it's like half melty, half it's like, yeah, there's little chunks in the sauce when there should not be chunks in the sauce. I don't really have to say much about the golem because even if I didn't do a good job catching him and there's not much, as long as I used enough, that it was the perfect seasoning, and I have a 6 on seasoning. What was the meat is not presented very nicely because cutting into the shell, I'm not very good at that. So it's kind of more torn apart. So again, doesn't look super appetizing. But yeah, I can't remember all the difficulties, unfortunately.
It's alright. You got most of them.
Well, that's good. And yeah, and one way I solved a difficulty was dang, you didn't use F sharp. I was hoping you'd use F sharp, and my difficulty of too much crab was gonna be like, well, I give most of it to F sharp.
I mean, you can still give most of it to F sharp. She doesn't need to be a taster to want to
That's
eat this
fair.
food.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's how I was planning on solving the too much of.
Maybe that's specifically why that's why she's not here.
She knows. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's like a spiced crab claw. And well, my goal was to impress specifically
Taro. So you want
Taro. So
you
I want
Taro to give you a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very well said. Sorry, I was like writing it down because I was like trying to like think about it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because the texture is like not fine, but it still tastes fine. Not presented nicely, but like it's not. Yeah, I like Taro just wanted the food to taste good and like for Ink to do a good job, and she thinks she did a very good job, and it's very well tasted. And maybe sometimes, if you want, you can help prep in the kitchen.
Ink's eyes sparkle with excitement.
I
want Blanderon to make a comment on the seasoning.
I really walked into this one. He's like, oh yeah, this really reminds me of a smoky paprika flavor.
Saying things.
Just to clarify, Blanderon's never had smoky paprika in his entire life.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I
he's just trying to impress his buddy over there.
Yeah,
I love that Blanderon's just like a communal character.
Blanderon is gonna be our buddy forever and ever.
Everyone knows how to roleplay Blanderon. Everyone's met Blanderon at some point in their life.
No one else is making decisions about Legolas but me.
That's fine.
That's fair. And then I'm gonna say texture for Friendly the rat.
Okay.
Let's see. You probably should. Well, yeah.
It's right here too.
Oh yeah, it super is. Yeah. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm reminded of the feeling of the flesh of the villagers after the curse of darkness tore through. It reminds me of limbs twisted in pain. I'm sure you tried your best.
Really, all the
Ink,
emotional highs and lows here.
yeah, Ink is still riding the high of Taro's compliment and doesn't quite understand what that means. What Friendly just said, because he's like trying to think of what does that have to do with
What
food.
was the last thing you said? It was like good try. What was the last sentence?
Oh, I'm sure you tried your best.
Yeah. So I just picture Ink heard best.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I did try my best. Thanks.
Who for Blegolas in the NPCs wrote an elf in quotes?
I did.
Okay, we got
wearing the same shitty prosthetics from all those
Yeah, I
years
just
ago.
wrote an elf.
Yeah.
a presentation.
Do I pick another person to do presentation?
Yeah.
I want to hear from Friendly again.
Sorry, I'll go back to.
I feel like he'd be the most honest.
To be completely honest with you, I can't look upon this dish for very long. I've been to the realm of the damned a few times, and I'm getting flashbacks looking at it.
Ink still doesn't quite understand Friendly. He's not sure if it's like a bad or good thing he said. He just doesn't get it. Like he's like, but he's not dissuaded. He's excited to cook again.
Why are you telling me about your memories?
Alright. Resolve the prompts. If any characters love dish, you may make them a permanent named NPC, or write down a new named NPC who has this as their favorite dish. I guess.
Did the rat like the dish?
It would be funny if after Friendly has like unpossessed this rat, it has memories of eating this food and becomes like the Tavern rat.
I'm just saying.
I am willing to have Friendly leave this rat and for the rat to consume all the remainders of the dish and stick around. That's fine.
It's Ink's buddy Scruffy. Nobody else, I think, likes this rat, but Ink.
I just picture Friendly like just possesses it every little bit to go through the rafters just to see.
It's nice if I ever need to smell something.
Scruffy, like the janitor in Fast.
Yeah. I don't think anyone else likes this rat because Taro's like, oh no, a rat in my kitchen.
Get that out of my goddamn. Actually, well, no, she's a druid, so she would probably just like stay out in the rat, be like, and then it's just that's it.
Wait, did anyone talk to animals?
Yeah, I'm a druid.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, does Taro not use the rat to get gossip?
Hot goss.
I feel like Taro wouldn't care, but if like one of them asked her to, she would.
Okay.
Because like she doesn't care about people.
Okay, that is true.
But like she cares about you guys. So it's like I want to hear what they're saying, and I'm like, okay.
So it's 10:30. I just want to check before we wrap up. Did we have a name for the crow spirit?
Oh, I didn't come up with the name.
We can do it off air later if you need to.
Yeah. I can think about it while we talk about their closing things or post game. Yeah.
If you can't think of one, I'll just name it.
That's it. You can't think of one. Esty will just name it for you. Rip.
Okay, Google fantasy name generator.
For bird.
I really should have a name generator like on tap when we're playing. It's just hard with the like setting building games because it's like I need to pick a style of name generator for it. Anyway, thanks for coming to watch us and listen to the adventures of Ink, Taro, F Sharp, and Friendly, and the rat that Friendly possesses in Flanderon, and Blegolas and quote-unquote elf.
Thanks for checking out our show, The Cryptid Chronicles, an actual play anthology about when the mythical meets the mundane. If you enjoy, please subscribe to our channel and maybe like and comment on some videos. If you want more, we stream live recordings every Tuesday, 8:30 till 10:30 on YouTube and twitch.tv/mismatch, as well as post-edited VODs to YouTube every week.